morning, Guardians. TBL here, bringing you guys your weekly Armsday review video for April 26th, 2017. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, we've got the Haka Arminius D Bullet Hose Auto Rifle once again. Roll number 1 does come with the SC Hollow Scope for extra aim assist. It's got Relentless Tracker, Feeding Frenzy, Snapshot, Speed Reload, and finally Braced Frame. Braced Frame, of course, being the big ticket item here, gives the best amount of stability this gun can get, while costing it a small amount of ammo from your magazine. Braced Frame is the only real standout perk there. Roll number 2 doesn't have the aim assist boosting sight, but it is coming with Hot Swap for bonus accuracy, Counterbalance, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, and Small Bore as kind of a replacement for Braced Frame. Remember, ultimately you're looking for that coveted Counterbalance Braced Frame or Counterbalance Persistence combination on this weapon, which unfortunately none of the 3 rolls today seem to really fill. But moving on to roll number 3, this one does have SC Hollow for the bonus to aim assist. It's got Crowd Control, Feeding Frenzy, Snapshot, Hand Loaded, and Small Bore. So again, Small Bore giving you a little bit of extra range and a little bit of extra stability, mixes in nice with the extra damage potential from Crowd Control, which does help this weapon out, but ultimately just not enough stability to really make the gun shine. I would recommend holding on to your package. Alright, next up we've got the Suros PDX-45 Pulse Rifle. This is a fantastic weapon, and roll number 1 comes with SPO-28 for the aim assist, Hammer Forged, Appended Magazine to bump that magazine size up, Counterbalance, Speed Reload, and then finally Reinforced Barrel. The PDX-45 has really high base stability, so you might actually be able to get away with just Counterbalance on here and Reinforced Barrel giving you a massive boost to your effective range while only knocking your stability just a little bit. Alright, moving on to roll number 2. This one's a lot less impressive. It does have SPO-28 for the bonus to aim assist, comes with high caliber rounds, Feather Mag, Take a Knee, Speed Reload, and Small Bore. Just not a lot there to get too excited about. Yes, Take a Knee does have its place in the game, you know, for certain situations, but ultimately it's just never going to be better than, say, the Counterbalance option. So you can skip roll number 2 and head straight over to taking a look at roll number 3, which focuses a bit more on range. It's coming with high caliber rounds, oiled frame, rangefinder, lightweight, and small bore. So again, small bore giving you a little bit of extra range, a little bit of extra stability while knocking that magazine size down a bit. And it kind of mixes in pretty well with the bits of extra range you're going to get from both rangefinder and high caliber rounds. So for all intents and purposes, roll number 3 is kind of like a lighter version of roll number 1. It just doesn't get quite as much range or quite as much stability. And that being the case, I'd have to say, if you're willing to spend your PDX-45 package this week, you should probably go with roll number 1, although you can definitely wait for a God roll to come later on. He doesn't sell these PDX-45s too often, so you might not want to get rid of it until the perfect opportunity. Next up, we've got the Ufern HC4 hand cannon, and I'm going to make this really easy for you guys. Roll number 1 does come with the Sure Shot iron sights. It's got Luck in the Chamber, lightweight, injection mold, life support, and danger close. Injection mold giving you a little bit of extra stability while knocking down on this gun's already terrible base range. The single most important stat for hand cannons. Absolutely skip roll number 1. Roll number 2 is not going to be too much better though. Army of 1, lightweight, braced frame, Icarus, and danger close. Braced frame basically being a better version of injection mold, gives you a huge boost to your stability while knocking your magazine size down. Again, terrible base range on this weapon, and there's not even a gimmick factor there to mix braced frame with Luck in the Chamber, so skip it. Roll number 3 does have the True Sight iron sights once again, Luck in the Chamber, Snapshot, injection mold, life support, and underdog. Very similar to roll number 1. And again, just like roll number 1, the range on this thing is absolutely painful. I can't really recommend any of the 3 rolls this week. If you got it, you might as well pick one up and shard it, or if you're really looking for a better roll, just hold on to it until next week. Alright, next up we've got the Herja D Pulse Rifle. Roll number 1's got Head Seeker, Rodeo, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, and Reinforced Barrel. A little bit of extra range and stability on this thing, but ultimately Rodeo is a perk that virtually does nothing, so I can't really in good conscience recommend that. Roll number 2 does have SC Hollow for the bonus to aim assist. It's got Head Seeker, Feeding Frenzy, high caliber rounds, Speed Reload, and injection mold. A little bit of a boost to stability there. Kind of ties in very nicely with Head Seeker's bonus precision damage on body shots, and Feeding Frenzy, of course, giving you that faster reload speed whenever you get a kill. Alright, and finally for roll number 3, it doesn't have the aim assist sight, but it is coming with Crowd Control, Spray and Play, which is a great perk for this thing. It's basically a better Feeding Frenzy, Single Point Sling, Speed Reload, and Injection Mold. Just a tiny little bump to its base stability. I suppose that if you can handle the recoil of this gun with injection mold, roll number 3 might actually be a pretty good roll. The bonus damage you're getting from crowd control every time you kill an enemy, plus the faster reload speed is going to make this a pretty darn fun PvE weapon. So while a god roll would look more of something like Headseeker Counterbalance Handlaid stock or Headseeker Rangefinder Fitted stock, roll number 3 can definitely work out in PvE. Alright, moving on to the Suros DIS-43 Scout Rifle. Roll number 1 does have SPO-28, which gives you extra aim assist, hammer forged, appended magazine, Zen moment, snapshot, and small bore. Small bore gives you a little bit of extra range, a little bit of extra stability, you guys know that. Ultimately, you could probably do a little bit better than this. Zen moment's a great stability boosting perk, but we're ultimately looking for something like Handlaid stock. Alright, roll number 2 does have SPO-28. It's got fitted stock, feather mag, spray and play, snapshot, and reinforced barrel. Just kind of an odd choice there for reinforced barrel. It's already, it's a scout rifle. It's already got maximized range, so really you're not getting too much use out of that. Roll number 3 doesn't have SPO-28, but it is coming with high caliber rounds, appended magazine to bump that magazine size up a bit, triple tap, snapshot, and injection mold. Actually kind of interesting here. You're getting a little bit of extra stability, which of course mixes in perfectly with triple tap. Landing those rapid precision hits will return 1 round to the magazine, which is decent, but just ultimately not a great PvE or PvP roll. If it were appended mag, outlaw, handlaid stock, well then we'd be in some business, but ultimately it isn't. I'd actually recommend holding on to your package until next week. This week we have 1 PvP gun, 4 PvE test weapons, so run the Nightfall, then get out there and get your rep. And for next week's orders, first up we've got the Suros RE41 auto rifle, the Omelan Kumakatak HC4 hand cannon, the Suros JLB47 rocket launcher, the Haka Jingu Kogo D shotgun, it's always going to be worth your money, and the Strongbow D shotgun. And that is pretty much it for your Armsday review guide, Guardians, for April 26th, 2017. No real god rolls on sale from the stuff that we got last week. But if you've been holding on to a Thiessen FR4 package, there's a decent roll of that fusion rifle on sale for roll number 3 this week. Might be worth checking out. But alright, it's going to be it for this one, Guardians. Be sure to let us know what you picked up from the gunsmith down in the comment section below. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.